Hi, I'm Alex, and this is Tank Tested. And today we're releasing over 100 rainbow trout back into the wild. I'm going to the Glen Echo Park Aquarium to do just that. You probably saw the fish that we're about to release in a video I posted a few weeks ago. But today it's finally time for them to go into the wild. So let's get started. So Andrew is the director of the Glen Echo Park Aquarium. And today, all but, how many, 3 of these are going back in the wild?
That's correct, about 5.
5, we're keeping
about
5
here.
Great, and those 5 are gonna stay here at the Glen Echo Park Aquarium so people can see what a rainbow trout looks like. Because this is cold water, we've gotta keep these trout cold.
Correct. So as we travel, they'll be in these buckets with ice packs, and the buckets will be in a cooler. So the temperature should not change very much.
I mean, as someone that mainly keeps tropical fish, the idea of keeping your fish with ice packs is wild. Unless anyone thinks that this is just, the Glen Echo Park going rogue, this is a whole process that is approved by an organization called Trout Unlimited. So don't just go try to release your own fish into the wild.
That's correct. Trout Unlimited has a special program called Trout in the Classroom, and schools participate in this program. They get the eggs from the hatchery. The hatchery is run by Maryland DNR or sometimes U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, and we raise the babies up for just a few months.
All right, so looks like we've got about 100 fish in 3 buckets that are going to go on a journey, and I think that we will see them again when they're out in the wild. All right, so we have arrived at our stream, and we've got a couple more people here. Andrew, can you tell us who's here with us?
Sure. So on my left here is Sonny Bell. He's with Trout Unlimited and specifically with Trout in the Classroom. It's an awesome program that's been around for over 15 years, helping schools study fish in their classroom, and then they bring them down here to release them. On my right is Sandy, and Sandy is also with Trout in the Classroom. She's also a former member of the staff at Glen Echo Park Aquarium. And then on my far right is Lauren. She's one of our awesome educators at Glen Echo Park Aquarium.
Cool. And what are we doing here today? These 3 buckets, they're going where I'm standing, are they not?
Absolutely. So these are fish that were raised from the egg back around February 1st is when we got the eggs from Trout in the Classroom from a hatchery in Maryland. And now that they've been raised for several months, it's time to let them go.
Cool. So, Sonny, you were talking earlier about releasing these fish in the past. You've been doing this for about 10 years now in this area?
That's right.
Can you tell us a little bit about why this area in particular?
Well, to begin with, it's a tailwater. So we're about a half a mile below a dam. So the water that comes from, it's a bottom gate. So the water comes from the bottom of the reservoir. It's very cold, which trout like. It's a pretty regular, about 55 degrees here all the way through the summer. And so there's also, because of that as well, there's a lot of macroinvertebrate activity, which are the main food source, about 90% of the food for trout and in the wild. And there's a whole range of them in here, everything from dragonfly larvae, mayfly, caddisfly. And so they have a lot of forage available for them.
And are these trout native species? Are they introduced, and are they for fishing? What's
These trout are rainbow trout. Maryland stocks about 300 to 400,000 fish a year in Maryland streams for the purpose of fishing enthusiasts to fish and take home if they want. But a lot of people do what they call catch and release.
Gotcha.
But these fish actually, if they go too far downstream here, there's a lot of other side waters, small streams that feed in that are very higher in temperature, and they won't survive. In the middle of the summer, the water temperature will actually get too high for them to survive. So they're good if they stay here and go upstream from here, but not downstream.
What is the next step? How do we go about releasing these guys?
We can do it any way you want. When we have a bunch of kids from school, sometimes we'll have them line up and we'll give them little cups and we'll give them each one fish. and then they can walk over and release it themselves, and they'll sometimes name it, give it a name, and then they'll sit there and watch it in the stream. When you release it, it takes a few minutes for it to acclimate, so it doesn't rush right off. So they can watch it and everything, and then we can do all the release that way, or sometimes we just, you can just pour a bucket right in there if you want.
Cool. All right, so Lauren, you have 100 names ready to go?
I'm ready. Bring it on.
All right, great. Let's do it.
All right. Here's lucky number one.
Look how beautiful
What's
that
his name?
is. His name is Robert.
So it's nice that you used a clear container because you can see how pretty they are from the side.
Yeah.
From the top, they're dark because they're camouflaged. So predators can't see them in the water as easily.
Right.
And from the side, they want to be able to see each other, so they're a lot more colorful and stand out a lot better.
Right.
That's a
and,
healthy looking one.
and from the bottom, I bet we
He's a
can't really
survivor.
quite see it, but from the bottom, they're nice and silvery. So again,
They're very
nothing
silver
below
on the
them
bottom, but
sees them in the shimmering surface.
they'll
So,
change quite a bit as they grow too.
so Lauren,
Eventually, they'll
what
get-
is this fish's name?
This is Robert.
Great.
Robert.
Yep.
Bye, Robert.
Let's release him somewhere.
Have a nice life.
Yeah, wait, how do I pick where I release him?
Anywhere
Right
you
there.
want.
Just anywhere? Just right here?
Yeah, that looks good.
What if... Oh, no. Okay. Bye, Robert. He's right there. I see him. Free.
Boy, they look great. Can you believe you're the dad to these, Andrew?
All right, looks like there are 6 in there. Are they all named Bob as well?
Robert, yes.
They're all Robert?
Yes.
Okay, so it's just 100 Roberts. That was the idea.
Robert the third, Robert the fourth, Robert the fifth.
All right, let's release them.
Okay. Right here.
All right, Andrew, how does it feel to release all of these fish back into their...
Very happy that they get to live out their life here at Little Seneca Creek.
Yeah. All right, so Lauren, how does it feel to say goodbye to the fish that you raised from eggs?
Very sad, but very happy at the same time.
It's bittersweet.
It is very bittersweet.
And with that, the rainbow trout are free to live their lives in this stream. If you like this video, hit that subscribe button. And while I have you, I'm launching another channel in about 6 months called Backyard Wild, which is about the nature in our own backyards. Very similar to this video. So if you liked this video, there's a link in the description to Backyard Wild, and I'll hopefully include a card. Now, there won't be any videos for another 6 months, but hit that subscribe button so you're notified when that channel launches. And I also want to thank the Glen Echo Park Aquarium for inviting me along on this journey. Thanks so much, and have a lovely day.